Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out, a man who has led his team to the conference championship game the last 2 seasons, winning it 2 years ago. Here's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. From midfield now, Burrow. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's got this down to the 35.
Here we go.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They go play action with Burrow. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 38 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Burrow will throw. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. A quick throw here out to Brown. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense has other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Throw caught by Mayer. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And Burrow going to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Here we go. 11-90.
Burrow looking to pass. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Here's Michael Vick. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run with Lynch. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. On second down, here's the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On second down, it's Taylor. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this returnable for Kump. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because off trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Chris Jones on the stop. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. But a pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The Eagles send out their punter down as he'll kick it away for the second time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Vick to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Michael Vick. Floating one incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Here's Vick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow. He has Mayer complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. This to possibly force OT. This ball intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Bills are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. The lefty, Michael Vick.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. And there's a good opportunity to just run around there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The back deep, Cooper Kupp. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 18. Good move at the 30. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Off the play fake, Vic. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
On third down, Vic. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Cup now on the return. Oh, what a move. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out will be the 4-time Pro Bowler, the 2010 Comeback Player of the Year. At quarterback, it's the dynamic Michael Vick.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. You just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Vick's throw here hauled in by Cup. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Come on. Hey.
At the 20-yard line.
Second down, Vic. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now here's Vic. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. But before we get to our next drive, we remind you that while NFL teams are playing some big games here in December and January, we've got some big games coming up as well in the Madden Championship Series. Next on the calendar, the Playoff Challenge. That's coming up January the 10th, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Who'll take home the belt? We'll catch all the action live on the EA Madden NFL Twitch channel. A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing, Vic. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an...
Accelerating, and off he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Andrew Beck, 75 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Vick's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his cross.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Sheds off the tackle.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go now.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
That throw by Vick incomplete. fair to say hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Vick in trouble, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Here now a 3rd and 20.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready, set. Ready.
Vick goes play action. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Michael Vick, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
42, Cowboys 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
Alert, check.
A give to the fullback on the dive. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Vic on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get... And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. To throw, Vic. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Vic with the incompletion there on third down.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On play action, Vic going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Michael Vick. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC.
Here we go.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready.
Vic now. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Down now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taking it about the 16. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. A good pick up there, 26 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. It's a play fake. Now Vic. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Ready.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And Vic's throw there incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, Vic. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive. Here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the 4th quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Vic to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. That one goes for 24 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.